At her 6-year-old's family visit, her mother-in-law left her alone in a parking lot for 5 hours while she took the other kids fun shopping. She told her, "Wait right here. Don't move." The girl's mother didn't shout. She walked inside and did this. The whole family went silent. If you've ever had one of those moments where the world tilts and everything goes a little too quiet, that's what happened the day Lily's mother pulled into her in-laws' parking lot and saw her daughter sitting on the curb by herself. Lily was 6, small, the kind of kid who still mispronounced spaghetti and needed help with zippers. She was perched on the edge of the concrete like a discarded doll, knees pulled to her chest, pink backpack next to her. No shade, no water, no adults, just her. Lily's mother parked faster than you're technically supposed to and got out. "Lily?" she called. Her daughter's head snapped up. Lily squinted against the sun, then broke into a shaky smile. "Mom!" She stood too quickly and stumbled. When her mother got close enough, she could see Lily's cheeks were red, her hair sticking to her forehead. Her little sneakers were gray with dust. Lily's mother dropped to her knees in front of her. "What are you doing out here alone?" "Grandma said to wait," Lily said. "Right here." "For how long?" Lily glanced at the sky like it might give her the answer. I don't know. Since the long hand was on the 12 and the short hand was on the 1. Her mother looked at her phone. It was 6 o'clock. 5 hours. Something hot and ugly rose in her chest. "Have you been out here this whole time?" she asked, trying to keep her voice level and failing a little. Lily nodded. "I wanted to go inside, but Grandma said, 'Wait right here. Don't move. Your mom will come. We're going shopping.'" Her mother's brain processed that in pieces. We. Shopping. Other kids. She looked around the empty parking lot. No cars besides hers. "Did she lock you out?" Lily's mother asked, already knowing the answer. "I tried the door," Lily said. "It was locked, so I just waited. I didn't want you to miss me." That sentence actually hurt. She pulled her daughter into a hug. Lily was warm, too warm. Not sunstroke warm, thankfully, but they were not far off the line where urgent care becomes involved. "Did you have water?" her mother asked. "No," Lily shook her head. "But I wasn't supposed to move." Of course she wasn't. Lily took instructions seriously, especially from adults she still thought were safe. Her mother took a breath through her nose and stood up. "Okay," she said. "We're going inside." She held Lily's hand and walked to the front door. It was locked, but her in-laws were predictable, and the spare key was still under the world's most obvious fake rock. She let them in. The air conditioning hit them like a slap. Lily shivered. Her mother squeezed her hand. Voices drifted from the kitchen. Laughter. The high, bright sound of other children. The clink of shopping bags. For a second, Lily's mother froze. She hadn't seen her in-laws' car in the driveway when she pulled in, which meant they must have come home through the back entrance. They'd walked straight into the house, past the kitchen, past the living room, without so much as checking whether Lily was still outside where they'd left her. They knew she was out there. They just didn't bother calling her in. That realization made her stomach twist. She followed the noise. There they were. Her mother-in-law, Karen, her father-in-law, Gerald, her husband's sister, Nicole, and Nicole's 2 kids, Tyler and Ava. The counters were covered in shopping bags, clothes, toys, a new video game system. Tyler was waving a plastic sword. Ava had a bracelet on each wrist. Karen had a glass of iced tea. She looked very comfortable. Lily's mother stepped into the doorway with her daughter half behind her. The first person to notice them was Ava. "Oh," she said. "She's back." Karen turned. "Well, there you are," she said. "We were wondering when you'd show up." "Were you?" Lily's mother said. She kept her tone neutral. It came out slightly colder than neutral. Lily squeezed her hand. "We had so much fun," Nicole said, oblivious. "Took the kids to the mall, let them pick a toy, Got ice cream. They were great. How nice, Lily's mother said. Where was Lily for all that fun? Karen blinked. Outside. In the parking lot, Lily's mother said. Yes, Karen said, like this was normal. I told her you'd be here any minute. No sense dragging her around stores when she's just going to whine and cling. She doesn't whine, Lily's mother said. She's 6. She gets tired. You're too soft on her, Karen said, waving a hand. She needs to toughen up. Lily's mother stared at her. She's been outside for 5 hours. Karen scoffed. It was not 5 hours. Lily's mother held up her phone. I dropped her off at 1. It's 6. Gerald shrugged. It's not like she was in danger. This is a safe neighborhood. By herself, Lily's mother said. No bathroom. No water. She could have knocked, Nicole said. The door was locked, Lily whispered from behind her. They all looked at the child as if they'd forgotten she had a mouth. I told you to wait right there, Karen said, frowning. If I say stay, you stay. It's not my fault your mother is late. I'm not late, Lily's mother said. You told me to come around 6. Karen waved that away. Same thing. No, it wasn't. There is a special kind of rage that lives underneath a mother's skin. It's not loud. It's not wild. It's surgical, precise, cold. That's what woke up in Lily's mother then. I'm taking Lily home, she said. Get her backpack. She hasn't had dinner, Karen said. You're overreacting. Lily's grip on her mother's hand tightened. She could feel how much the little girl wanted to disappear. We'll eat at home, Lily's mother said. We're leaving. Karen put her glass down sharply. Absolutely not. We are having family dinner. We planned. You, Lily's mother said quietly. Left my 6-year-old alone in a parking lot for hours. She's fine, Gerald said. Look at her. Nothing happened. There are adults who wouldn't leave their car unattended that long, Lily's mother said. You left a child. Karen rolled her eyes. You're being dramatic. Nicole added, You always are. Lily's mother didn't shout. She'd learned that shouting gives people something to grab onto. Look how emotional she is. See? She's irrational. They stopped talking about what they did and start talking about how you reacted. So she didn't shout. She let go of Lily's hand long enough to pull out her phone. She opened the family group chat, snapped a picture of her daughter's scuffed shoes and flushed cheeks, and typed, Just picked Lily up from your parking lot. She's been outside alone since 1 p.m. We won't be doing unsupervised visits again. Send. Karen's phone pinged on the counter. So did Nicole's. Gerald's. They looked down, then up. The room went very, very quiet. This isn't over, Karen said. For once, Lily's mother said. You're right. She picked up Lily's backpack, took her hand, and walked out. Nobody tried to stop them. That was the moment something shifted. Not just in Lily's mother. Once her husband found out, in him too. She didn't know all of it yet. But she knew one thing. She was done pretending this was just how family is. On paper, her husband Daniel came from a close family. That's how he used to phrase it when they were dating. Close. The kind of close that meant weekly dinners, constant group texts, and a mother who always had an opinion ready before anyone asked for one. Lily's mother thought she knew what that meant. She didn't. By the time they had Lily, now 6, she knew what intense meant in practice. It meant every conversation with his parents started with his sister Nicole, circled around Nicole, and ended with Nicole's kids, Tyler and Ava, who apparently could do no wrong in that household. Lily was sweet, nice, no trouble, which in Karen's vocabulary translated to keep quiet and don't ask for anything. Karen loved being the heroic grandmother, the one who took the kids so you two can have a break, the one who raised you right, and now I'm helping with the next generation. What this looked like in reality was that she watched Tyler and Ava constantly, did their school pickups, their sports drop-offs, their everything. Nicole paid her a small amount sometimes. Mostly she didn't. It was family. When Lily was born, Karen offered to help with her too. Help was a generous word for what it turned into. There was always a string. I watched her on Tuesday, so you can run an errand for me this weekend, right? I took her to the park, so you don't mind sending a little something extra for groceries? I bought her a coat, so I used your card. Hope that's okay. Little leaks in the dam. Daniel had grown up being told it was his job to help. He was the reliable one, the responsible son. So when his mom hinted about money, he transferred it. When his dad mentioned being behind on bills, he picked up more shifts and paid them. When Karen sighed about how hard it was to keep the house up, while also caring for Tyler and Ava full-time, he quietly set up a monthly transfer. He showed his wife the first one. Just for now, he said, until they catch up. 7 years later, it was still going. Every month, a bigger chunk of their budget than Lily's mother liked to think about went to his parents' account. On top of that, there were the little emergencies. They always had one. New tires, dentist, electric bill, Nicole's unexpected expense that somehow landed in Daniel's lap. He never pushed back. Not really. When his wife tried to talk about it, he would tense up and say, "They need it. They helped us. It's just money." She stopped bringing it up as much. She didn't want to be the villain in a story where his parents were always the martyrs. But the thing about patterns is that they don't just stay emotional. Sooner or later, they get dangerous. With Lily, it started smaller. They'd keep her up too late because the cousins wanted to play. They'd forget to put sunscreen on her because she needs color. They let her stand at the edge of a pool while they talked, back turned, until she slipped on the wet tile and almost went in. Every time Lily's mother said something, she was overprotective, anxious. Helicopter. "Nothing happened," Karen would say. "She's fine." Nothing happened. Until the day they made sure something could. When Karen announced in the family chat that she was taking all the grandkids for a fun day, Lily's mother didn't immediately panic. Karen had done outings before. It was supposed to be simple. Lily's mother would drop Lily off at 1, pick her up around 6. "We'll just be home, maybe run an errand or two," Karen had said. She did not mention the 5-hour curbside abandonment plan. If she had, Lily's mother might have rearranged her schedule. But that's the thing, isn't it? People like Karen never say, "I plan to do something reckless and then blame you if your child survives." They just do it, then call it parenting style. Driving home after she picked Lily up, listening to her daughter describe how she watched the shadows move across the parking lot, how hot the ground got under her shoes, how she counted cars to pass the time, Lily's mother felt something else settle in her chest. She had been raised to believe you don't blow up families unless you absolutely have to. They convinced her for years that this didn't qualify. But looking at Lily's sunburned nose, her exhausted eyes, her trust in her mother not to leave her alone again, she realized something very simple. They had crossed a line she didn't even know she had until they were standing on the other side of it, waving. And this time, she wasn't going to be the one reaching back. The thing nobody tells you about big family explosions is that the real blast comes later. The driveway scene, the group chat, the doorway standoff, that was just the match. The real fire was what happened after they got home and the adrenaline wore off. Lily wouldn't let go of her mother that night. She followed her from room to room like a quiet little shadow. If Lily's mother went to the kitchen, Lily stood in the doorway. If she went to the bathroom, Lily waited outside. If she sat on the couch, Lily climbed into her lap, even though she hadn't done that in months. "Are you okay, Bug?" her mother asked at bedtime. Lily nodded, which would have been more convincing if she hadn't been gripping her mother's sleeve like it was a life raft. "Do you want your nightlight?" her mother tried. "Yes," Lily whispered. Then, after a pause, "Can you stay?" "I'll sit here for a while." Lily's mother said, settling into the chair by her bed. Lily lay on her side, eyes open. Mom? Yeah? You're not going to leave me here and go shopping, right? It hit like a punch. No, her mother said. I will never leave you like that. Lily thought about it. Even if Grandma says I have to wait? Even then. She nodded slowly. I thought if I moved, you wouldn't find me. Lily's mother swallowed hard. You did everything right, she said. You stayed where you were told. None of this is your fault. Lily blinked, and her mother watched one tear slide sideways into the girl's hair. She didn't stay for a while. She stayed until Lily finally drifted off, and even then she sat there longer, listening to her daughter's breathing, wondering how long it would take before Lily didn't flinch every time a car slowed outside the house. She found Daniel in the living room, sitting on the edge of the coffee table with his elbows on his knees, staring at nothing. How is she? He asked. She keeps asking if I'm coming back, Lily's mother said. To the room, the house, anywhere. She tracked me from the couch to the sink like I was a balloon she was afraid would float away. He closed his eyes. I told her Grandma said, "Don't move," and she heard, "Don't exist unless your mother can find you," Lily's mother added. That's not what Mom... Maybe not, she said. But that's what happened. He didn't argue. They sat in silence for a moment. You know, she said, if we let this slide, we're not just telling your parents it was fine. We're telling Lily it wasn't a big deal. He rubbed his face with both hands. I know. She stood in a driveway for 5 hours because she trusted that if she moved, she'd get in trouble, Lily's mother said. I'm not willing to teach her that the people who did that get another chance. He looked over at her. The Daniel she had married was there, but there was something else now too. Something heavier, sharper. I'm cutting them off, he said. She didn't say anything. She'd wanted this for a long time, but it had to be his line to draw. He stood, went to his desk, and opened his laptop. She watched as he logged into the bank account he'd grown up thinking was a moral obligation. $600 a month, he said, almost to himself. That's what I've been sending them. For bills. He clicked. Another $200 into the extra account Mom pulls from, he added. For groceries with the grandkids. More clicks. And then there's the emergency fund, he said. The one that's mysteriously always empty. He opened another tab. The numbers popped up. Transfers to his parents every few weeks. $250, $300, $400. The amounts varied, but the pattern was the same. How much is that? Lily's mother asked. He did a quick mental calculation. Around $800 to $1,000 a month on average. And that's just what you know about, she said. He clicked again. Not anymore, he said. One by one, he canceled the $600 recurring transfer, deleted the $200 extra, closed the emergency fund pipe. He removed his parents' access to the card they'd borrowed and never returned. The confirmation messages popped up politely, as if he were unsubscribing from a newsletter. That's it, he said, leaning back. That's a lot of money, his wife said. He nodded. We could have gone on vacation every year. Instead, she said, we bought them the privilege of endangering our kid. His mouth twisted. Not anymore. And contact? She asked. He picked up his phone. I'm not writing a speech, he said. They don't listen to speeches. He opened the family thread and typed. You left Lily alone outside for hours. There will be no more visits. Don't contact us again. He hit send. Put the phone face down on the table. That's it? She asked. That's it, he said. It took 6 minutes for his parents to notice. The phone buzzed with incoming messages. What is this call me now? You're overreacting. We did nothing wrong. Answer the phone. He didn't. She didn't. They sat in a strange, fragile silence while Lily slept in the other room. Then a new text popped up from his mother. If you want us to stay out of your lives, you will keep sending the money. If you cut that off and start telling your little parking lot story, we will tell everyone what really happened. It's your word against ours. You can't prove anything. Lily's mother stared at it. There it was, not even subtle. Wow, she said. They're not even pretending this isn't about money. Daniel read the message twice. His jaw tightened. They think we're scared to make this official, he said. Are we? She asked. He looked at her. No, he said. We're not. The next morning, while Lily sat curled on the couch watching cartoons without really watching them, Daniel looked at his wife and said, We're reporting it. They didn't need to discuss it. They just drove. The police station smelled like old coffee. A woman at the front desk glanced up as they walked in. I need to file a child endangerment report, Lily's mother said. Her expression sharpened. What happened? Lily's mother pulled out her phone and showed her the photo. The curb, the empty driveway, the heat on Lily's face. She was outside for 5 hours, she said. Completely alone. My in-laws took the other kids shopping and left her with no way in. The woman's jaw tightened. This way. In a small interview room, Lily clung to her mother, so she sat on her lap. There was no way she would have stayed home alone after yesterday. The officer asked only what mattered. Was she supervised at any point? No. Did anyone check on her? No. Where were the caregivers? At the mall. Did she have a way to get inside? No. The doors were locked. The officer looked at the photo, then at Lily, then at her parents. This is serious, she said. She took the report quickly, timeline, photo, statements, and slid a case number across the table. Before they left, she crouched beside Lily. You did nothing wrong. You were very brave. Lily leaned into her mother without speaking. They walked out holding the case number, cold, official, undeniable. It didn't fix what happened, but it made sure no one could pretend it wasn't real. At home, Lily's mother opened the extended family chat, the same one where Karen had called her dramatic 2 days earlier. She typed, For those who still aren't sure what happened, Lily was left outside alone from about 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. at my in-laws' place. The door was locked. No water. No supervision. We have filed a report with local police, so there is a record of what happened. We will not be discussing it further. She attached the curb photo again and hit send. Daniel watched over her shoulder, then added his own message beneath hers. Any questions, ask me directly. Do not go through my mother. Then they put their phones down. It took about 30 seconds. Cousin. Wow. I didn't realize it was 5 hours. Aunt. That's not old-school parenting. That's dangerous. Another cousin. I thought this was being exaggerated. I don't anymore. Karen jumped in. How dare you send this to everyone you are trying to destroy us? You went to the police? Over family? Gerald followed. You're making us look like monsters. Someone else replied before they could. No one made you do that. You did that yourselves. Lily's mother didn't recognize the name. Some second cousin who'd been quiet up to that point. Karen tried again. This is a lie. She was only outside. A little while Daniel responded. Mom, stop. We both know that's not true. She went quiet after that in the chat. She did not go quiet in real life. The doorbell rang that evening just as they were clearing the dinner dishes. Daniel and his wife looked at each other. They didn't have to say it. He opened the door just enough to block the entry. There they were again, Karen and Gerald. No Nicole this time, just the original disaster duo. You called the police on us, Karen said. No, hello. Yes, Daniel said. Gerald glared. Do you have any idea what you've done? Yes, Daniel repeated. You are trying to ruin our lives, Karen hissed. We could lose everything. You almost lost my daughter, he said. I guess now we're even. You ungrateful little, she started. Lily's mother stepped up beside him. You asked us to keep paying you to stay away, she said. Remember that part? Keep sending the money if you want no contact. You tried to sell us your silence. Karen's face went blotchy. That was not… You literally wrote it, Lily's mother said. I have the text. Gerald jabbed a finger toward Daniel. We did everything for you. We raised you. We helped you. We watched your child. You left her alone on concrete for 5 hours, Daniel snapped. You watched nothing. He took a breath, steadied himself. You're not coming near her again, he said. There will be no more visits, no more calls, no more money. You can't do this, Karen said. We'll tell everyone you made this up. You're turning them against us. You're doing a great job of that on your own, Lily's mother said. Karen swung her glare to her. You did this. You poisoned him. Lily's mother met her eyes. I didn't poison him, she said. I just stopped diluting the truth. Karen's mouth opened and closed. You're going to regret reporting us, Gerald said. This will follow us everywhere. Good, Lily's mother said. Maybe then you'll take it seriously. We should call our lawyer, Karen muttered. We'll get grandparents' rights. A judge will make you… If you try that, Daniel said quietly. Every word of what you did goes on record, with dates, times, pictures, and police reports. They stared at him like he'd grown a spine in front of them, and they hadn't received a memo. You think no one will believe us? He asked. Try us. For a moment, no one moved. Then Gerald tugged Karen's arm. We're not getting anywhere, he muttered. She yanked it back, but the fight was gone from her eyes. For the first time, she looked less outraged and more scared. Not for Lily, for herself. You're choosing her over us, she said, one more time. Like repetition might make it less true. Daniel didn't hesitate. I'm choosing my daughter, he said. And myself. He closed the door. They waited. No pounding, no shouting. Just the muffled sound of his parents' voices retreating down the walk and the car doors closing. Lily's mother hadn't realized how loud they'd been in her head until they were gone. Later that night, as she tucked Lily in, the little girl asked, almost casually, Is Grandma coming back? No, her mother said. She's not allowed to take care of you anymore. Lily thought about that. Because she left me? Yes, her mother said. Because she left you. Lily nodded, small but sure. Good, she said. I didn't like waiting. Her mother brushed her hair back from her face. You won't have to again, she said. Lily believed her. Her mother decided to make sure she earned that. So that's where they ended up. Karen and Gerald lost their money, their access, their version of the story. Daniel and his wife lost the illusion that family meant what his parents said it did. Lily still asks sometimes if her mother will come back when she runs to the store. Lily's mother always tells her yes, and then she does. Every time. That's how you fix what other people break. Not with speeches, but with follow-through. Daniel is lighter now. He laughs more. He doesn't flinch when his phone buzzes, because those numbers are blocked. As for Karen and Gerald, they tell anyone who will listen that the younger couple went too far. Maybe they did. So what do you think? Did she go too far or not far enough? Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more.